Welcome to Luxury in Moderation, where we appreciate the finer things in life without going overboard. If you're new here, my name is Joanne, and every week I upload videos about luxury handbags and other luxury lifestyle products to hopefully give you some really good tips if you're just curious about these topics. So if you like what you hear, please consider subscribing, and I hope everyone had a really happy new year. So in today's video, to kick off the year, I thought I would start off with my luxury wish list. And I would also love to hear your input on what I should prioritize, so pay attention and comment below. So I'm gonna go in order of what I think is like at the top of my wish list and what I think is the most realistic in terms of me purchasing this year. So the first thing are two bags that I'm actually not sure which I want first. The very first bag I am thinking I really want to get is a Chanel Deville Tote. So after 2020, where I bought like two different tote bags and realized I am a tote bag girl and I just love the style and ease of having a tote bag, I started looking at those kind of styles a lot more. And the Chanel Deville Tote was always of interest to me, but I really started researching it a lot more in depth. And I went to my local boutique to try on what styles they had last year already. And they had a leather one, which I don't want because I don't like heavy bags, even though I heard the leather Deville Tote isn't actually that heavy. But I do like the fact that a non-leather piece would be a little bit more carefree and easy to take care of. And I definitely would like a Deville Tote that is, you know, not super fussy. So my local boutique only had a medium size. So I tried on the medium size with a little top handle and in pink, and it was nice. But I couldn't find a boutique that had a small size Deville Tote. So I've not been able to try that size on in person. So I actually don't know which I would prefer. You know, I really want to see what both proportions look like on me, and obviously I know the medium tote would fit more, but I don't know if I would want something that large or need quite that much capacity. So let me know what you guys think, if you guys have been able to try it on, and what your recommendations are between the small and the medium. And actually, just in terms of Chanel bags, after all the price increases last year, I actually was pretty turned off by it because I think now they're getting to a price level that is just crazy and unreasonable, you know, for what they are, for the quality that they are. I thought that I would just stop looking at Chanel boutique bags and, you know, I would be fine purchasing on the secondhand market. However, for some reason, the Deville totes are more than retail on the secondhand market. And I didn't realize that they are such a popular bag or style. I think it might have something to do with the fact that they're just not that much in stock. So I don't think Chanel makes that many anytime they come out with a Deville style. So that might be why you know, the cheapest small Deville tote I found on the secondhand market was still at least a couple hundred more than what they are at retail. So that's why for the Deville tote, I think I would have to just buy a new one at the boutique because it is cheaper. So then the next bag that is really high on my wish list is the Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis in the black Empreinte leather. So I actually did go in store last year to try this one on as well. And I also tried on the monogram canvas version. But I think the only advantage of having the monogram canvas is not only is it cheaper because it's canvas and not leather, but it's also just a touch lighter, and like I mentioned, I like light bags as much as possible. But I've always wanted something in the Louis Vuitton Empreinte leather, and I like the black in the pochette matisse because I think it can get a little bit dressier, where the monogram canvas is a little bit more casual. So I actually was going to ask for it for Christmas, but I ended up getting that Bottega Veneta clutch, which I love. So this bag, again, has been on my mind for a while, and I do like crossbody bags as well. I love being hands-free. I just don't know if I need another crossbody bag, basically because I love them and I have so many and they work well. I just want to make sure that if I get this LV one, that it's worth it for me, that it would get enough wear time with all my other crossbody bags that I wear. So let me know what you guys think, if you guys think it's a good investment for a collection of any size. And also let me know what you guys think about the black Empreinte leather. So I know Empreinte leather can get quite soft and slouchy, and that's something that I don't love. But because the Pochette Matisse is a bag that has a lot of like structure in terms of like having seams and having compartments, I don't think that the slouchiness of the Empreinte leather will have too big of an effect. I wish they had an Empreinte leather in another color that I really loved, but honestly, all the other colors, like the pink is a little too, I don't know, bubblegum pink or like medicine pink to me. And then they have a turtle dove, but I don't love that shade. So basically, I love it, but I also have little like uncertainties about it. So would love your input on this piece. So other than those two bags, I have other like general categories of what I would like to add to my luxury collection. So the very first thing is a Chanel pink boy bag. So I talked about this before where I didn't think the boy bag suited my style because it's a little bit more edgy. But I think in a pink, it looks cute. And again, I wouldn't mind getting this on the secondhand market at a reasonable price. So I'm on the lookout for that. And then I do want to explore the Hermes brand a little bit more because basically last year was my very first time purchasing anything from Hermes, and I got a pair of shoes and I got the garden party tote. And I don't think I would want another bag from them this year, but I might want to explore some of their other shoes or small leather goods. So I'm also trying to continue a relationship with my sales associate so that one day she might offer me a Birkin. But I do think they are very quality pieces and they are not at unreasonable prices. So I think it's a great time to, just continue learning more about the brand. Also, I've heard that Chanel shoes are quite comfortable, so I might start exploring that. Basically, before I opened my eyes up to the luxury world, I really only thought about luxury handbags and, them being worth the price in my collection. But now I'm more open to like the luxury shoe category. So we'll see if anything happens there. And then finally, some categories or items that I think are more far in the future for me is something in the LV Damier Azur print. So I think it's beautiful, but I know that they're kind of always going to have it and also in different styles. So it's not a huge priority for me to get right now. I also have come to admire the Dolce & Gabbana brand. So I have a pair of shoes from them that I got in Italy, so that was very, very special. But I do eventually want to add a bag from Dolce & Gabbana into my collection. I think their bags are beautiful, but not necessarily the most practical. So I think that's for when my collection gets to a point where, some of my more prioritized pieces are checked off. And then I have also come to admire the Gucci Dionysus bags. So they have like a big one, a small one. I think there's like a wallet on a chain version, but it's all kind of that Gucci like vintage logo. If you haven't seen my collection video, you'll know that I don't have any Gucci bags, and it's not a brand that I really prioritize in my collection, but that is the one bag from them that I could get on board with and I want to keep an eye out on a good deal for. I've also heard that they are heavy though, so that's why when I saw that they had like a wallet on a chain version, I was like, that might be the right one because it's small and it's light. And then finally, I do eventually want to have something in the Louis Vuitton epi leather. So basically, I also admire that leather, the stripes. I've heard it's durable. I need to find a style in which I want that leather in. And then also, when I was in the LV boutique trying on the Pochette Métis, the sales associate was also brought out a capucine, which I hadn't thought of before. I thought it looked like a little too proper and ladylike for me, whereas I like to be a little bit more casual. But he was like, oh, you should just try it on and see what you think. And I tried it on and it was great. You know, it didn't look too like mature, which I thought it would. And it also looked pretty spacious inside. So that was a great sales associate, you know, presenting something that I didn't even know I wanted and now making me want that piece. So I think also I'll keep that in the back of my mind for much, much later in the future for my luxury collection. So let me know what you guys think about my 2021 wish list. I would love to hear your input on if you have experience with any of these bags, or also what you guys would like to get in 2021. So leave your comments below and subscribe if you haven't already. Next week, I want to do like my no-buy video of things that I'm going to try to stay away from in 2021, and I can't wait to see you then. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next